When nature pushes back, only the boldest drivers and toughest machines make it through. Mud turns into a battlefield. Engines roar like beasts. Chains tighten. Tension builds. Every recovery is a showdown between man, metal, and the raw unpredictability of the earth. Out here, raw strength isn't enough. It's about brains and brawn, knowing the land, reading every rut and slope, and reacting with calculated moves. This is where true tractor legends rise. What happens when a New Holland partners with a urine? The answer, unstoppable. Together, they flow through the mess like water down a mountain, crushing obstacles with absolute unity. It's no longer about single machines, it's about coordination, timing, and trust in every inch of steel. But not every operator is ready for this. Some are still learning. You can see it. Hesitation, wrong angles, confusion. That's not a lack of power, it's a gap in skill. What they need is mentorship, practice, and patience. Because even the most powerful tractor is useless in the wrong hands. Now, technically speaking, recovery isn't just about power. Let's say a winch is available. Back it up, extend the line a solid 30 meters, engage the pull, and guide the vehicle out with precision. Rushing gets you nowhere. Control is the name of the game. Watch this driver, smart and calm. When the trailer load freezes the tractor mid-path, the amateur thing to do would be slam the pedal. But this operator, he redirects, seeks traction, and finds a clean exit. That's real experience. A small shift, a massive result. Take the IMD 539, for example. It doesn't pack 100 horsepower. Not even close. Yet, it performs like a champ. It's not just about raw output, efficiency, technique, and grit matter just as much. Here's a trick not many know. If you're trying to recover a heavy vehicle, attach a beam horizontally and run the tow line across the top. That's ingenuity. Now here's what makes or breaks a recovery: leverage. The commas didn't have it. The XT3 did. By locking traction and using every bit of hydraulic force, it dominated the mud in seconds. Clean, effective, done right. And that JD 6830? It didn't just perform, it put on a show. The sound alone sent chills down my spine. You don't get that kind of vibe from newer models anymore. They're quieter, sure, but sometimes the noise is the magic. In a misty forest, the Zetor 5245 grinds its way uphill, dragging massive timber like it's nothing. Its rhythm, steady and relentless, echoes like the pulse of a mountain. No complaints. No shortcuts. Just power and commitment. Then came the battle with a stump. Not even a tree anymore, just roots. Two giant tractors, a full team of men, and still, the earth refused to give it up easily. Moments like these remind us just how fierce and stubborn nature really is. A creative solution: use a counterweight like a log or spare tire to balance your tractor while dragging loads. That way, the front won't lift dangerously under pressure. On wet terrain, differentials are lifesavers. Without one, your wheels spin freely on one side, leaving the machine stuck. But lock it in, and torque gets spread evenly. Suddenly, that UMZ tractor becomes a grip monster. There was another rescue. One tractor pushed, another pulled, and the crew finally broke free from the mud trap. The real issue? An overloaded trailer. A little laziness caused a lot of effort for everyone else. Lesson learned. And how about that guy who ended up in the ditch? Either poor judgment or something stronger than water was in play. Luckily, the IMD 52000 and an excavator made the save. Sometimes cables break. That doesn't mean the job's done. In one recovery, the first pull failed. But they regrouped. On the second, they went full throttle, and success roared back to life. Tip: use elastic recovery ropes. They build momentum and snap back into form, making the pull more effective and safer than traditional steel cables. The T150 tractor. A beast, but with a better engine, it would have destroyed the competition. No doubt. Then there's the Ursus. That engine growl? Absolute music. And whoever was behind the wheel? Respect. Smooth control, no wasted motion, just raw mastery. You ever hear a Massey redlining? That growl says one thing: this machine's here to dominate. It's wild to hear a tractor crank past 5,000 RPM like it's nothing. There was a scene straight out of history: 3 tractors pulling a steam engine at an antique show in Ohio. Just pure grit and gear. tractor was deeply stuck in thick mud, completely trapped. Another tractor came to help, but getting it out was no easy job. The ground was soft and unforgiving, testing both man and machine. Thanks to the engine's raw power and the driver's skillful handling, the rescue began. Slowly but surely, the stuck tractor was pulled out from the deep mud, a true show of strength and teamwork. The powerful IH-300 Optim was pulling a heavy, fully loaded truck through a rough, muddy path. At first, everything was smooth, the tractor held steady, the load moved forward. But as the terrain worsened, deep mud brought everything to a halt. The IH-300 Optim struggled, its tires spinning, engine roaring, but it was stuck. Then came another tractor to the rescue, reversing with precision and pulling both the IH-300 and the heavy truck out of the mud. It was a tough task, but with raw power, teamwork, and skill, the mission was successful. This is what true machine strength and coordination look like in the field. The powerful IH-300 Optim was pulling a heavy, fully loaded truck through a rough, muddy path. At first, everything was smooth, the tractor held steady, the load moved forward. But as the terrain worsened, deep mud brought everything to a halt. The IH-300 Optim struggled, its tires spinning, engine roaring, but it was stuck. Then came another tractor to the rescue, reversing with precision and pulling both the IH-300 and the heavy truck out of the mud. The Belarus MTZ-82 was working hard in a wet, muddy field after heavy rain. At first, the tractor pushed through like a beast, handling the rough terrain with ease. But suddenly, the ground gave way, and the rear wheels sank deep into the mud. The more the driver tried to accelerate, the deeper the tires dug in. Thick sludge clung to the wheels, and the engine roared in frustration. It was clear, the MTZ-82 was completely stuck, unable to move forward or back. Only a rescue tractor could save it now from the grip of the muddy trap. The Mahindra 575 didn't just get stuck, it practically vanished into the mud. With a fully loaded trolley, the moment it hit the soft patch, the rear tires began sinking like they were swallowed by quicksand. One tractor showed up to pull it out, no luck. Then another, and another, but the beast wouldn't budge an inch. It took a total of 4 powerful tractors, chained together and working in perfect sync, to finally break it free. The engines roared, mud flew everywhere, and slowly, the Mahindra crawled back to solid ground. In the world of farming, mud might stop machines, but it never stops teamwork. Subscribe for more real, raw rescue stories from the fields. Old school farmers used to load hay bales by hand. No hydraulics. No shortcuts. Watching today's equipment makes you realize just how far we've come. And yet, the old ways still earn respect. Some operators make magic with outdated gear. They don't have shiny new machines, but they've got skill. You give them an old clunker, they'll make it dance. One guy made a rookie mistake, misjudged the snow, and a New Holland dropped like a rock. It's always the hidden soft layers that get you. A solid surface means nothing if the base is mush. Ever seen a red tractor lift a cabin onto a transport vehicle in the snow? It's like prepping a fallen titan for rebirth. Precision matters, keep it centered, keep it balanced, or risk a disaster. The IMT 560 tractor found itself stuck deep in thick mud, its massive tires spinning helplessly. But the driver didn't back down. With steady hands and precise control over the clutch and gears, he fought to regain traction. Inch by inch, the powerful machine pulled itself free, rising from the trap of the earth like a true beast. This moment was a clear display of the IMT 560's unmatched strength, reliability, and performance in the toughest conditions.